Hello, normal player guy, and exciting news for myself. I hit day 2000. Obviously, not all consecutively, I couldn't do that, but day 2000. So, what do you get for that? So, on day 1000, you would have pulled this guy. You get the 5 copies needed, right? So, you don't get any Kais for this guy, nor do you get any additional copies, but you get 5 and 10 stones. Then on day 2000, so that's probably a little more than just 5 years. You get another 5 copies. You get all the awakening medals, all 45, and 20 stones. So you can awaken him off the bat. And the 5 extra copies, assuming you haven't binned him from the start, they'll be used to actually get you to SA 25. So that's kind of nice that they actually gave you an additional 5 copies, right? So we're going to have a quick look at him to see, is he actually relevant in today's age, right? Because while he is like for 5 years, this unit is free to play. Not necessarily one of the hardest to get, certainly one of the most grindiest, I suppose, right? Quite a lot of commitment goes in to make this guy. So his EZA came out a couple of years ago. It looks like on Christmas 2020. So that's great. But again, it's been 2 years and we've had 2 anniversaries since. So the power creep has got up quite a lot. When this guy did have his EZA, great. You know, his health recovery, his attack and defense that goes up per key sphere obtained, right? It was all great, but this guy cannot really hope to compete now. Not really, but we'll have a quick look into it. Prior to that, he was a reasonable lead just for like grinding links or something. Great for if you happen to need an all types lead once you hit 1,000 days. Fair enough. He did have this, which was a nice 20% attack for the turn, and of course you get 25% attack and defense. So you definitely wanted his 18 key right there. They made it super easy to get, by the way, now because you just get additional per. It's absolutely crazy. So you get 77% attack, and you get attack and defense 7% and 7,777 HP back per key sphere. Now we get 120%, so that's not bad as an all types lead. Right, okay, so now we have his own, no, so allies attack and defense 20% for 2 turns, and then you get 30% attack and defense for the turn, which is really, really nice. Even this is nice, so for 2 turns, but yeah, no, this is really nice. So he himself gets 77%, and then he gets 1 key, attack, and defense, and a 7% crit chance, and covers 7777 HP per key sphere obtained, right? That's pretty crazy. So you get +1 in addition per, so basically you get 2 key per orb, right? So that means you'd only need to get 6 orbs and you've already got yourself a super, right? So again, you get attack, defense, and crit chance +7%. So you heal. So you get the 6 orbs, and yeah, you're rocking a 35% chance to crit, which is basically a medium chance to crit. You get an additional defense 1,000 per key sphere obtained for the turns and the start of turn. So the 1,000 turns basically just means just for the rest of the battle, right? And then of course you get an additional attack 2,000 per key sphere obtained for 2,000 turns. That's just basically just means for as long as the battle, every time you get key, you just build up attack. Okay, so the problem with his stats is right. Okay, so 18,000 attack, and he's rocking 2,000 per. So let's say you got him 10 orbs. Let's say you managed to somehow grab him 10 orbs. Great, that's 20,000 attack. But of course, in numbers, it's kind of hard to quantify because they kind of go from those base numbers that we used to have to actual percentages. So it's hard to quantify just how much of a percentage that actually is. It's probably around the realm of 100 to 120% attack if you have like 10 orbs. The key is really nice. The defense that goes up is not bad. It definitely helps, right? Because you maintain the 7%, you just gain attack and crit. It's not bad. So if you factor in the fact that you're going to get 77% at the start of turn, then you give yourself, say you got 10 orbs, you got 70% extra defense. You're probably rocking around, what's that, 1,000 per key sphere. So you get to that's 10,000. See, that's probably only going to be equivalent of like another 70%. So you're probably rocking over 200% attack and defense combined if you manage to get quite a lot of orbs. But if you don't, this guy will not look impressive and will get you killed, right? This will be death incarnate. But so he is absolutely orb hungry. Links and categories, though, are fantastic, right? Z fighters, all in the family, experienced fighters, prepared for battle, supreme power, sane lineage, and legendary power. This is actually really good. Across all the teams he's on, you can get these quite easily. He is on Margin Buu Saga, Pure Saiyans, Goku Family, Final Trump, Connected Hope, Turtle, Bond of Friendship, Bond of Parent and Child, Battle of Fate, and Accelerated Battle. Now, for a lot of them, you can absolutely use them on. In particular, a lot of his links are based on Goku Family and Majin Buu Saga. So the Goku Family link would be Z Fighters and All in the Family, and the Majin Buu Saga would be Supreme Power and the same lineage, right? So that's pretty good. Although quite a lot of these links, like Z Fighters, Sane Lineage, Prepare for Battle, Legendary Power, are obviously on quite a lot of others, but they mainly are around this. So I brought up probably his best partner for this, another STR Spirit Bomb Goku. You wouldn't realistically be able to run this side by side, but otherwise it would be this guy. It's kind of annoying that you know this is just an exact same copy. Now this would be his best partner because he triggers like 5 of these. Same warrior race instead of same lineage, but you get prepared for battle. Fierce battle on the Family Z fighters, but just unfortunately they just had to name him the same, right? This guy is probably better, a little bit better. This guy compared to Vegeta gets attack. He gives attack. He still has the same. He gets a little bit more attack rather than defense for keys for obtained, but he's still a nice orb changer, right? And of course, he's not a bad unit. I think he can actually hit way harder. I've had him consistently hitting around 4 to 5 million. This is again with between 8 and 12 orbs. He's getting somewhere between 4 and 5.5 million. By the way, this is without support, so he definitely hits quite a lot harder. And don't forget, he's getting defense on that. He's quite honestly close to 250, if not 300k, probably closer to 250. The Vegeta version of this is considerably higher, touching 350, 400k. But you would definitely need to double super attack. This guy, probably better than this guy, although he is just significantly harder to get, right? Because, it's 2,000 days. That's 5 years plus, right? 5 years and the change. However, there are some great teams that he is on. I don't really know how well he would fare in some of the most difficult content, like, say, for example, Fighting Legend Vegeta with Connected Hope, because the final phase is AGL. Now there is a lot of good units on this. You can get experienced fighters with this guy. You're gonna get LR power as well with this guy. But yeah, so you can get some decent out. And again, this guy as well. He is a nice complement. You can get like same lineage, fierce battle, so that's not too bad. He will be a nice proc for said unit. Also, when it comes to supreme power, again, you've got quite a good one since supreme power it gives attack and defense, right? And again, there would be the guy who would be his best. You have still got Vegeta on this, which is actually really, really good. And of course, the Great Saiyaman would be a nice touch as well. Margin Vegetas, you could proc them up as well. So, they can hit really hard. Realistically, where this guy shines is this guy, because this LR as well also has the same lineage, legendary power, right? Supreme power. Maybe not supreme power. No, but they definitely share. They are definitely able to share same lineage and LR power. So that'll be pretty good. So the Margin Boost is definitely where they're going to go. All these you'll be able to trigger LR family. This unit you'll be able to get all in the family. So that's actually pretty good. You might even be able to get Z fighters out of this guy. Can't quite remember, but perhaps maybe. But yeah, a lot of these you can get Z fighters out of. A lot of these you can get the same lineage out of, and with it, when it comes to these teams, especially like Connected Hope, it's going to be needed. There needs to be more. You check out STR. It's not a great amount of STR. Who's runnable in this? You're runnable. You're fantastic. You have an easy A now, so you're great. Prior to that, it was just Trunks for an STR. Again, okay, in that Fighting Legend Vegeta event, you'd probably not run that many. Probably swap out Trunks for Goku now that he can stack, right, when he transforms. But otherwise, all pretty good. When it comes to Majin Buu Saga, definitely better all around, right? When it comes to all type leads, because he's like Super STR. Well, you could you use him in Battlefield with Super STR. Think about the roster of people you can get, right? And you got that LR down here. This is actually a fairly decent unit and a support as well. But yeah, no, you can get quite. I mean, Ultimate Gohan as well. Yeah, all in the family. Imagine propping him up as well, and Tech Gohan. Imagine propping that up with Fierce Battle as well. Certainly not a bad unit. Got a great set of links. Definitely Saiyan based builds. That's pretty good. I just wish, hopefully, in the future, they will allow same name people to actually be of use and you can link them up with any and all units. Because, again, if they did, this guy would just be number one. And, again, it would make a lot of units very relevant. Because you think about how many units that you have all have the same name. The worst case going is Super Saiyan Goku. There's so many good Super Saiyan Gokus, even from like the really awesome free to play Yardra to the Int LR to the Tech LR. I mean, between them all, it's really hard to pick. So perhaps that's something that might come in the future. But between the two, if you don't have this guy, just fair not, because this guy is he's just as powerful realistically, and of course he actually has a percentage of defense which goes up per. So again, you only need if you got the 10 orbs, that's 200% defense and also 300% attack. So again, this guy hits crazy hard. You're already getting 100% plus the 200 you'd be getting if you got 10, right? So again, is he relevant? Going back to the beginning when I asked the question, is he relevant? No, not really. Outside of Battlefield, outside of just being an all types lead to help grind links or help complete docking events or anything really, that's where his value truly lies. Some easy A events as well, since he's pure Saiyans, the likes of like the Kid Boos, and the physical cool easy A when they're just against pure Saiyans, right? And you can't tell me you don't have a great STR based pure Saiyans, especially if you have this guy. He is very easy, by the way, to actually get the 18 key as he gets additional per, right? So again, you'll probably find that he's better off as a support and a floater, orb hungry as well. But as I say, not much relevant in today's time. They are possibly thinking about using a double EZA. Don't know how that would even affect this guy. Chances are, before anything like this happens, before this guy becomes any use, you're going to get a standalone LR again, an actual Dockenfest LR, maybe a Yellow Coin LR. That will be this guy. But yeah, okay, so that's going to be it for this video. He is a niche unit. He's a collector's unit, much like the rest of all the trophies that you can get from like Super Battle Road, etc. and stuff like that. So yeah, okay. So happy for me. I got day 2000. Brilliant. Will I be using him? Here and there, here and there. But hey, it's nice to have. Right, okay, that's going to be the end of this video. For anyone who has not got him yet or is very close, just pay attention to this because you may actually be able to get a heads up. Other than I think perhaps, yeah, maybe the best is you got 20 stones for hitting day 2000. But again, this will be a heads up for anyone who's crossing the threshold of day 2000. Right, okay, that's going to be the end of my video. If you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, well, sucks to be you. But until the next time, thank you very much. Goodbye.